else want to be a fake lawyer for right now, bro. Help me with this case. I was in fear for my life.
I'm gonna try making closing, but if I can't make it within the next fucking minutes, bro,
All
I
right.
don't know what to tell you. Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
All right, so your client here is going to be facing 45 months for charges of murder of a law enforcement officer, intent to sell and distribute, and possession of illegal substance.
I don't know where I'm at.
Okay. Can I go up there? Oh, okay. I'll let you finish, sir.
I was wondering what you had to say. Go ahead.
So, from the evidence that I gathered, no absolute reason or knowledge of that he actually had drugs in possession within his reach, and I think that the reason why he shot two officers was due to the fact that he, for instance, was in danger of his own life.
So this shotgun that you see, or actually I can't show you because we're
Okay.
in a safe zone.
No, it's fine. I understand.
It's a
I know
beanbag
your
shotgun.
equipment. It's a beam. Okay.
Indeed, and so it doesn't actually hurt the subject. It only actually tastes them, and so they will be put into a state of bliss where they can't feel and they can't stand up, and so that's what your subject is talking about. So where I shot him in the beanbag, and we really are in fear of our life because the zone where he was, it's going to be a kill on sight.
A kill on sight.
So,
Yes.
So we are always in fear of our life, so we really have no option but to shoot our taser.
Can I give a little side note to this? Because I had a similar incident with one of these guys, and they didn't go to court though, but they did have an incident to this that was actually very much like yesterday. Thing is, PD went up there and shooting KOS on site. This has nothing to do with you. I know what you know what I mean? But as state as what happened today, I'm not saying that was the right thing to do, but because that happened last night, the instinct was to shoot because that cop shot yesterday without hesitation, and it was an actual weapon, not a taser.
See, I understand where he's coming from, and in that case, you got to get the cop's badge number, whatever you can, because
no, admin
in that
took.
case, you got to know the rules. In
Yeah.
that case, you got to know
100%.
the rules and knowing what the cop can and what the cop can't do. Because in our case, we were all in our right. What your client is speaking of yesterday sounds like he was in the wrong, and if that is so, then he would have to speak up to something else besides whenever he's out there in trouble, as in a revenge case or something of that sort. So I get where he's coming from in your case, but in my case, it happens too often, and there's no other punishment. There's no other way to learn than to have to
Discipline, correct. But
Exactly,
I think for the most part, me sharing this story, I think for the most part, the fact that my defendant is at least not 100% innocent, but at least 70% not knowing if you were gonna do that to him too. You know what I mean? Because of the inconvenient circumstances of what happened yesterday.
possibly.
That's why I said 70%.
Doesn't constitute a murder, though. It would be different if he shot at us, but he murdered an officer in cold blood and almost murdered me.
Almost murdered you? Okay.
Almost. I still stand to tell the tale, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
I was thankfully able to get the shotgun off.
Can my defendant speak a couple words and share his own opinion, please?
Yeah, let's hear it.
That's fine.
Yo, officer, I am sorry for what happened on the zone, but as far as what happened yesterday, I seen the guns and I was scared, and that is why I obviously opened fire. And what you were saying earlier, we did get it resolved. We got admins and everything. We got it all resolved yesterday. But they said they can't shoot on site. That y'all can. Y'all are allowed to kill us. So with that being said, and with you two pulling up with guns or shotguns, I was in fear for my life, thinking I was gonna die. Y'all didn't say nothing or announce, hey, you're under arrest or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or just be like, stop what you're doing. Y'all just ran up with shotguns. And so with that being said, I was scared and I opened fire back.
if
when
anything,
you started to run, and also the
Yes,
staff,
I
you're
went
not
around.
allowed to shoot on. We're not allowed to shoot you on site. We're only allowed to shoot you on site if it's a taser, and a shotgun counts as a taser. And we're in no case whatsoever are PE allowed to shoot on site unless I was even allowed to kill you in that case. I was allowed to, because you killed a fellow officer. I had all green light to kill you, but I didn't want to. I wanted to save your. Not trying to like put in a disbanding matter, but what I'm trying to say is that you did run away from us. You did really run away from us. So we didn't really have an option to announce because you started running away from us. For all we know, you were gonna pull out a gun, and that's exactly what you did. So we didn't really have an option to announce. So the first, and obviously we're in a long hallway too. So we also have a run up. So we don't really have option to announce. And also in the second case too, that I get where you're coming from, where you're scared that police are gonna shoot at you on site. But no cop is going to shoot you on site unless you killed another cop. That's the only case scenario that you're getting killed on site by another cop. You might get shot by a shotgun or a taser. That's going to put you down for a couple seconds, but you're not going to get killed on site, I promise you. And if they do, then that's completely on the officer. Completely. And you should hold them accountable.
can I talk? Can I have
Yeah.
chance? So, with quite good clarification, I love both standpoints. You know what I mean? I understand his issue and your issue. With that being said, I think my defendant is, in fact, guilty of doing so. Obviously, right? You've first seen that firsthand sight, and I just think just because of the inconvenience yesterday, it had nothing to do with you, but because of his lack of, I mean, of awareness, you could say too. I mean, I understand you guys out there, you know, I mean, throwing your life out there, serving and whatnot. By the way, can I ask what's your rank?
I'm a sergeant.
Or your sergeant? Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Sergeant second class Barry.
Oh, okay. That's very good. Proud of you. Anyways, so as I was saying, I think my defendant to have at least 45 months is kind of crucial just because of the inconvenience that happened yesterday. If so, I do understand the discipline that you're trying to give out. I just think if that could be cut down to a certain, you know what I mean, just a reduced amount. Not necessarily. I'm not saying that he didn't convict that, as you know what I mean. Obviously, you're here and you witnessed a lot, and he told me his story, and that's why he shot. But I think the discipline should at least be cut off just because of the inconvenience of what happened yesterday too.
I hear what you're saying, but in all reality, he should have even more time. But 45 is the max amount of time, because 45 is the bare minimum for killing an officer. Immediately, if you kill an officer, you get 45 months. And including on top of the other shit that I found on him, intent to sell and distribute illegal substance and another possession charge,
Yeah.
that's another 14 months. 6 months for intent and then 8 months for possession. So that's another 14 months. So in reality, he should have 59 months. So he can only, I mean, given he can only get 45 months, but there's not really too much leeway.
I see.
I could maybe give him 10 months off, maybe.
Hold on, I'm in court, bro. I gotta call you back.
That's fun. I don't mind because you see, I see your standpoint, but I see his too, and I find it unfortunate when unprofessional cops sue. That has nothing to do with this case, but I'm just saying for the sake of his benefit and the terms of what happened is what was going on in his mind when he seen you guys roll up. You know what I mean? Unannounced. I think he was pretty much having a PTSD case right there, and I just for the most part he's being very clarified that obviously the discipline is there. I just think that from now on
he was resisting also.
he was resisting.
I don't know if he told you that he was resisting. He was resisting arrest as well.
I see.
He didn't like to get handcuffed.
Okay, boss man. May I speak?
Yes.
I'm willing. Can I talk to my lawyer for a second, actually? In private.
Yes. I'll leave you guys a couple. You guys can stay here. You guys stay here.
Okay.
Oh, copy that. Yo, man.
Bro, you a
Ain't gonna lie.
fucking G, bro. Tell him we'll take half, bro. Fuck it, bro. We'll take half.
I don't think that's gonna be it. I just think that you should just take the 30. That's 30 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. So 45 minutes is
100%.
I'm just trying to clear it down. Yeah. And the fact that you're being quiet and reasonable is gonna help out. But I think for the most part, he is right, bro. But at the same time, like,
100%. We know
I'm gonna talk to him though. Regardless, I'm gonna tell him to just do like the recruits and whatever ranks, the lower ranks, gotta get notified and reason with this inconvenience that they were, you know what I mean, KOSing on the block without announcing. But
you fucking doing that, bro.
yeah, I got to. Cool. Sir, you could come in.
Alright, what's going on?
So, sir, I mean, there's no way else to put it. I just think that he is guilty. Obviously, he's not pleading the. He pretty much is guilty. He knows that for sure. I just think if you can, willingly put it, just how you said, like 10 minutes off is, or 10 months off would be absolutely, you know, I mean, wonderful for him and stuff like that. I just think that you as your ranking, I'm actually very intrigued of your professionalism, and I think that should be passed down to the recruits and stuff like that, so this stuff won't happen again, and there won't be like an actual lawyer being presented to something that shouldn't be presented. You know what I mean? Because this is obviously, you know what I mean? It's very clear that whatever happened, and it should never be in that term of way of being preceded by actions of his and stuff like that, or anybody else.
Definitely.
So, yeah, that's what I'll give out, and obviously, you get to decide of the discipline, but that's just my instant speech.
Let me play this out.
Go ahead. By the way, I'm not trying to discourage you in your writing or distract you, but what is your name, officer? I just want to know.
Sergeant Barry.
Oh, Sergeant Barry. Nice to meet you, sir.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you as well.
My name's Eric, by the way.
Alright.
Eric Fillmore.
Sounds good. Okay, so I think I've came to a conclusion here.
Go ahead.
Okay, so for the I think your client might have been rehabilitated. So the whole purpose of prison time is to rehabilitate the client and make sure that they know that the actions that they have done, there are consequences for them, and that shouldn't be done again. And I think your client might have reached that moment in this little recess that we've had today. So I think I came to a conclusion today that you've been rehabilitated enough, and I don't think you need any jail time today, sir. I like the lawyer here. I like the experience today. So I'm gonna just let you take the time.
Free my nigga out the jail cell, nigga.
You know, keep steady on the road. Keep steady on the road, okay?
Yes, sir. I will.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I just want to say to my client, I'm gonna personally talk to him about the rights and stuff like that, just so this won't happen again, because this was a moment of learning. I can't lie. Me and you both, officer, pretty much learned upon both actions met between your unit and my client here. So I do understand both points, and I do appreciate your work.
Very good, very good. I like to hear that. And you, sir, would you like to say anything?
I just want to let it be known I'm very grateful for your decision, and I appreciate you working with me and my lawyer right here, and not being rational about anything. And your service was awesome, bro. I really do appreciate it. You are really protecting and serving.
Oh yeah, man, I appreciate it. All right, man. I'm gonna let you guys out. You guys are free to go today. Well, you are free, obviously. You have nothing to do, so you're free to go today, sir. Just make sure this doesn't happen again. I don't want to see you in the back of a jumper car again. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, I'm gonna get you guys on out of here.
Alrighty.